Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John of the West. I'm having a Day of the Tentacle remastered adventure, and I'm playing with director's commentary on. And I'm listening to this song because it's obviously based on someone, and I'm not going to be able to guess who, but I'm recognising bits from songs. There's a bit which stands out. Mozart, I'm going to guess. I don't know though. So, if I try and talk to Red Edison, which I will, he will probably ignore me. That bit
is it
of the song. The do 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 do.
You look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal.
There's something I wanted to mention.
Then again, maybe not.
Yes. I've just realised there's been something been bugging me. The new background actually looks just great. It looks lovely. I love the style. I love that they kept the stylization in the colours, and it just works. But I'm not keen, if I'm being honest, and it's petty, I don't like the character models, because I know what they've done. They've just smoothed the lines, haven't they? Like I've seen them do that with some of the Final Fantasies as well. Like some people just sort of look a bit odd. It's fine, but they don't look anywhere near as good as the background.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a complex metal device designed to minimize paper entropy.
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
Well, I'm gonna need some items, but here is a patent application.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
There we go. We've got ourselves a new quest. Let's take that hammer.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. For my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Right, so we cannot pick up this because...
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat.
Only employees, so... We don't know why we need that just yet, but... So I've got to... I don't know if I should swap items now or just carry on doing stuff. I guess I'll just sort of carry on doing stuff for the time being and swap... So, we're gonna I believe we can crawl up the fireplace. There's a suggestions box, but let's have a look at that.
The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution.
There's a fireplace, which we can go up. I'm gonna go immediately back down. We can shortcut ourselves up here. I didn't mean to do that just yet, but. But we're actually going to go back down the chimney. There we go. Right, let's talk to some people. There's John Hancock. See if we can get his signature.
Yo,
Hello?
what's up? You cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
That voice actor really did not want to stutter. I was going to say, I'm English, right? You might have been able to guess that from my accent. But this game and The Simpsons is probably one of the reasons why I know about, you know, American Constitution and John Hancock and all that. Which, you know, some of that information doesn't travel as you might expect. Anyway.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
Have you tried decaffeinated coffee?
I'm talking about decaf.
Right.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
And there we find out what we
Thank
want.
you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
So, I've got to do this.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
Oh, that was less funny than I thought it'd be. So yeah, that's the only reason I know that John Hancock has got a really big signature, and I know John Hancock is a put your John Hancock here. You can use it as a signature, and that's presumably why it's because it's the most readable one on the Constitution. I'm guessing. I don't know, but it's you know, reasonable.
You mean you have like a childhood complex?
Guess.
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas.
I do have one.
You could guarantee the right to free speech.
Free speech? No, that'll never work.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
Right, so we want his blanket, and we need to warm him up. Otherwise, he will not separate himself from that. We've also got the suggestion box, which we can exploit at some point. Let's talk to Thomas Jefferson.
If I had a nickel for every time I've seen that face.
I'm guessing that his face is on nickels.
Must have poor circulation. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Right, so it's a tin can. We have a can opener, so that means we open it 400 years because it just told us, and we can grab the items.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
I don't know if any of these puzzles are solved with dialogue. I just want to listen to
Of
them.
his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like those S's that look like F's.
I see.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Hint, hint, hint. Nudge, nudge, nudge.
Later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
I wonder if I can take that. It's made out of gold.
Hey, keep your hands off that.
Right. Looks like a no. Let's take the Constitution.
You can look, but don't touch.
Right, let's talk to George.
He looks oddly familiar.
Indeed.
Excuse me. Yes?
Yeah.
Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Oh.
Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so much makeup?
One must wear makeup when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon enough. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
Depends on how many cherry trees you chop down.
Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess.
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
I've been thinking about what you said about
So,
cherry trees.
okay, I was wrong. There's definitely dialogue-based stuff.
Eh? Well,
So yeah, for some reason he wants him to cut down a cherry tree. Now, there isn't a cherry tree nearby. There's a kumquat tree.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Indeed. Right. So we've got ourselves some quests. Let's go for this swinging door. And pick ourselves some oil. It's a pretty easy one.
Salad oil.
For the professor, there's some spaghetti. I forgot to look at that.
Sometimes I like to eat it raw.
Right. I don't want to solve puzzles before I have reason to. Screw it, I'm going to. Right. This spaghetti, I don't want straight like this. So I'm going to use it with this water
I
pump.
don't wanna.
Maybe I don't. I'm going to put it there. Never mind. That's what I get for trying to solve puzzles before they exist. I love that there's a swinging door 200 years in the past. Open the cabinet. Grab a brush. There's a bucket. I'm going to look at that.
It's empty.
Indeed it is. I think that's everything. Right. Let's fill the bucket with water. There we go. Yeah. And it's a silly puzzle, but let's... Let's go through the place without doing the fireplace first. I mean, whilst...
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
There we go. Right. So we can check out this door here. This is where George sleeps. If I pull this, what happens?
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington.
So yeah, she appears to be a bit blind. Oh look, she's left her cut. Let's pick up this soap.
Aha! Get away from that. It's a good thing I finished them there quickly.
Right.
Scram. They just don't make founding fathers like they used to.
Right. So if I want that soap, which I do for some reason, I'm gonna have to make it so it takes a longer time for her to tidy up. There we go.
It's all rumpled up.
Now,
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
there we go. You'd think putting water on the bed or something like that might do it, but I need to get out of the way, and then I can steal this soap. Lovely. Have a look at that soap.
Old-fashioned lye in a new, more convenient size. It's full of water. I hope this wasn't used in the outhouses.
Oh, I've just realised how I get the spaghetti wet, and I'm an idiot. Oh, look.
The late Max Addicks. His petard runneth over. A lamentable fate for such a patriotic dude.
I didn't realise he had a silly haircut. There we go. Let's open the door.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, so when you guys write those multi-branching scripts, I guess.
Fine change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
Oh, I'll listen to that again.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
Okay.
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Right. So we can affect the flag. I don't know what this does. Let's have a look at the bed.
Looks comfortable.
Let's
I
use
couldn't
it.
sleep in here with all the racket.
Let's pick up these
Who
patterns.
asked you to?
Stars and stripes, dull, dull, dull.
Hey, don't criticize unless you got a better idea.
Gosh, I never want to mess with history.
Can't pick that up. Okay. Let's go back in.
Hey, so when you guys write those multi-branching scripts, I guess you call
Dialogue
them.
trees?
Is that what you call them? Dialogue trees?
Yeah.
Was it? Did you have to think in a certain mode, or how would you do it? And how would you notate it in Excel or something? Like, how would you map out the branches?
No, it was you would write it in code. We were programming the game at the same time.
You scum
so you
program
would
the
just-
dialogue as you wrote.
Oh my God!
You would literally say, here are the choices. If you pick this one, jump down there. If you pick this one, jump down there.
I don't know how Dave wrote it, but I just kind of improv it. Like you'd write. I wouldn't think or plan too much about it, but okay, you just talk to him, and then what would be 4 funny lines on the screen, and then kind of explore one, explore the other, and maybe have other nodes that you can go to, and then I would start planning. Okay,
Yeah,
now I've got myself into a mess. How do I get out of here?
Yeah,
And
it's
the
kind
planning
of
would begin.
all about sets of lines. And it was great because one of the things that you run up against as a writer usually in other media is I get to this point and I have to make a decision about how things go. But here we can just leave that up to the player, and all you have to do is get to a point and go, well, what are all the interesting things I might want to do here or say here? And then you just put them all in.
So it's
Easy as pie.
pre-editing.
And I remember you would always design a dead end, like where the train comes to the end of the line. Basically, it's like you say something and then he just keeps giving you the same answer, like, I wouldn't know about that. And then you try something else, I wouldn't know about that. It's like, okay, I guess I've exhausted this. It's sort of like almost like a stopgap or a safety net in a way, maybe. I don't know.
They always try to let the player know when they've exhausted the character. They're like, look, okay, you found it. You found all of the entertainment we put in this character. It's done.
Because people will explore as deep as you give them. It becomes a responsibility. Oh, I've got to see if there's something down there that I'm missing. So I have to. So you don't want to do.
Yeah, it's an
make it
interesting
too
thing
huge.
to attention you have to wrestle with is like, you want to put a lot of, well, the player might go here, they might go here, they might choose this, might go choose, let's put interesting stuff in all those places. But then if you approach it in the wrong way, sometimes the player gets there and they're like, oh God, I've got to go through all of this stuff. And they feel like they need to find every nook and cranny of the dialogue. And you just put it in there so they'd have a variety of things to choose from, but they feel like it's a task list and they have to like find it all. And so you...
Or something's buried there that they missed.
Yeah.
Alright, that was interesting. Well, it's
I like these.
Too late. You've already rejected those.
That'd make a killer t-shirt.
Right. Next door. Oh,
Who's that? This is Ben's room, huh? He's into.
He's big into penguins. What is that date that's circled?
Yeah, I was
Peter?
just going to ask.
Is that your birthday? Your son's birthday?
That says January, right?
Probably says Zach really small.
That's my wife's birthday.
Ah,
Is it?
Yeah.
sneaky.
First or second? Because the car says Zach on the license plate.
Yeah, because Zach was born that year. So I snuck his name in and turned into a ritual. I now try to hide my kids' names in every project I work on.
They're in the bone pile in Grim Fandango, but I never could find it.
Yeah.
I just knew you told me they're in there.
And it's also in Full Throttle too.
Interesting.
But you can't see it. So it's for me, basically.
right, so we have kite plans. Let's have a look at these.
I don't quite see how it can fly. I don't understand that technical stuff.
Look in the mirror.
Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain. Looks like he spent a lot of time in there. Nah, there's printer's ink on the sheets.
Alright, let's take this wine bottle. Actually, let's look at it.
Chateau de Cheapo, 1775.
It won't be that cheap in a couple of 100 years. Actually, I don't know how that works. But I'm sure it's got to be a special type of wine to last that long. I don't... Oh!
Well, you know, I remember we would deliver a piece of music, and of course it's comprised mostly of MIDI note events, which is just a tiny little piece of data within the MIDI stream. Note on, and it happens at this velocity on this channel, to this instrument and whatever. And I would deliver a piece of music, and the programmer would turn to me and say, Clint, this is over 32K.
Yeah, it's huge.
32 kilobytes. 32 kilobytes. You got to cut this thing down.
Who do you think you are, Mozart?
Yeah. He said, we can't take anything bigger for this scene than 24 kilobytes. So I'd go back and thin the percussion. I'd sometimes have to cut a whole section of the music out to get it down
Well,
to 20.
sometimes there was pushback, though, too, because we'd say, all right, look, 10%, we get 10%. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember the pushback.
Yeah.
I don't remember these technical discussions about the size of the music files.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, and I remember specifically 32K was often too big.
That's why the iMuse system got called the iMuse system, because it was originally called the sound drivers, and then everybody got all upset because drivers can't occupy a whole floppy disk or whatever it was that the system occupied.
Right. So, there's a horse.
Hi, horsey.
Oh, hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
It's kind of common. I'd love to have these commentaries for other games. I'd probably buy, or I'd wait for it to come out cheap. You know, the Monkey Island ones with the commentaries in.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
So yes.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
I obviously want his teeth.
Thanks again.
How do I get his teeth?
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Need to list the ceremony
I
swapping
live
items
here.
at some point.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
Right. They're the brothers.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The valley.
Ah, the beautiful Shenandoah Valley. If only you could be there right now, eh? Wouldn't that be nice for both of us?
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
Right. I can solve a puzzle now. I'm not going to because I've got no reason to in the narrative yet. If that makes any sense. I don't want to solve a puzzle that I have no reason to interact with. Also, because we'd miss a cutscene. You know, so, but I'm going to remember that that's there.
Well, you know.
Oh yeah. We've almost finished exploring the house. I'm quite happy to solve this particular puzzle though.
Where am I gonna put it?
So let's.
Where am I gonna put it? Very Spartan.
Right, so let's use the bed. Goes clunk. If I use this bed, it attracts the cat. So if I pick up.
Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it?
I want to pick up the mattress.
Where am I gonna put it?
Okay, use squeaky mattress with Jed's bed. There we go. Saves on animation.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
Right, because what I actually want, I'm going to take that red paint. We can look at that red paint.
All right, paint.
I want that squeaky mouse toy. The cat won't let me have it. So similar to the soap puzzle, I just need to use the bed. And then I can pick up the toy. I've got enough time. Right, I can go out the window as well. And down the chimney. And there we go. That's I've gone through the entire house. I can let you go. There's a puzzle I could have solved but didn't. But I'll see you guys next time. I've been John Foxy on John of the West. I've been having a Day of the Tentacle remastered adventure. And I've been listening to the director's commentary. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.